Check out this piss with a stupid ass fucking
Oh
face.
shit, son, what up? You in this class? Alright guys, settle down please, have a seat. Take a seat please, yes, thank you, excellent, thank you. Alright guys, welcome to Social Studies 101. My name is Mr. Dimes and I'll be your teacher this year. Now before we even dive into the curriculum, I just want to go around the room real quick and address any questions or concerns anybody might have.
Well, I'm originally from Fresno. I was born and raised in Fresno. I have a job. Go figure, a rapper with a job. I work at TGI Fridays. I'm a bartender. And I have an internship as well over at House Psychiatric Clinic.
This is great music. No.
Originally, when I started rapping, I was really into gangster rap. So I was like Eazy-E and WA, Ice Cube, like MC8, South Central Cartel. So it was like when I first started rapping, I was hanging around with a lot of gangsters. Me and a few of my friends used to sell weed. And there were some gangsters that lived in the neighborhood, so they would come around us and we would smoke them out for free just so they would hang out with us because we were so intrigued with the lifestyle. We'd smoke weed and then they would start freestyling. I've always liked rap, and then I got hooked once these dudes were like rapping live in front of me. I was so intrigued by it. So I went home and I started writing these gangster ass raps and came back. I had one go-to rap that every time these dudes started freestyling, I just started busting this ghetto ass gangster rap, and it was just like it didn't fit or anything. So that's how I started. My concepts have definitely changed in the past years. I used to be like super Mr. Hip Hop and wanted to be taken and talk about the struggle, and then I realized that I was a white guy from the suburbs and I didn't struggle that much. It was always like I was always working on school while working on music, but then other times music would kind of take precedent over school, and so like I would back up from it for a little bit. I was like really close. I had already got my bachelor's degree in human services, and then I went to enroll into school to get in the credential program. I was like, this is not for me. Although all my life I was like, if I'm gonna do something besides music, it would be teaching. But at the last minute I was like, nah, I can't do this. And at the time it was really weird that a lot of people seemed to be coming to me for advice, or they were confiding in me with things of a very personal nature. I would always get that either I gave great advice or that I was a good listener. And I was like, oh, I should be a therapist because that's what they do. And I just was convinced that's what a therapist does. Therapy isn't like just giving advice, which was a huge disappointment for me because I had so much advice to give to the world. Like I knew it all. And then I finally realized, you know, going through the program and taking the courses and learning techniques and everything, I learned, okay, there's so much more to it than just listening to somebody and telling them like, okay, this is what you need to do. As far as when it comes to therapy, like I'm new at it. You know, I've been in school for 2.5 years. I've been reading the text, and I've been, you know, writing the papers, and I've been doing the presentations and all this. But now for the past, you know, two plus months, I've been actually practicing therapy to where I'm learning who I am. As far, like when you're a rapper, people are gonna see through that fake shit. And same thing when you're a therapist. People are gonna see through that fake shit. If you're going in there and you're trying to fake being a good therapist, or, I mean, oftentimes what I'll do is be like, hey, I'll be honest with you, I'm an intern. This is one of those moments where I don't know. I never try to bullshit my clients. I always try to say, I don't know, but you know what, next time you're here, I will do my best to have that answer for you. I came to the conscious decision of my life is not in a good place right now, and that's due to the decisions that I'm making, and it's the same decision that I'm making over and over and over again. And so I just prayed to God, and I just said, look, God, I'm going to stop making these stupid decisions. I'm going to focus on myself. I'm going to focus on God, and I want you to mold me into the man that you want me to be and prepare me for the woman you want me to be with.
Yeah, sitting in the bag, picking up the slack, spinning up my lap, sipping on the air, poker in the front, liquor in the bag, chicken in the sack.
And I know it's so cliche to say that, you know, people say once you stop looking, you find that person, but I wasn't looking for anything. I wasn't trying to mac on any women. I wasn't trying to do anything. So when she was around, it wasn't like any sort of fake facade, like any sort of game that I was like trying to spit to her. I wasn't like, yeah, let me holler at you, shorty. You know what I mean? It was like, we would just have conversations and good conversations. The struggle for me was letting go of music and saying, okay, there's no future in this. No lucrative future to where I'm going to make a living off of it. I mean, I could have a future in it for as long as I want, as far as making music, recording music, and going and performing music. But it was a matter of letting go.
Hey yo, I'm every MC. It's all in me. That's the way it is. Way you gotta be. Hey yo, I'm every MC. It's all in me. That's the way it is. Way you gotta be.
I completely forgot the question. Just whisper it to me. Struggles. Shut up. Not you, her. Noodles, shut the fuck up. I'm trying to do an interview, bitch. Noodles. So, yeah, like, basically, I will shut the fuck up, Noodles. God, I hate that bitch sometimes. Son of a bitch. There's too much pressure involved in this. West Coast. West Coast. That's got twisted up in the middle.